So did you see Mortal Kombat, the movie?
I did. I was really looking forward to it.
On HBO Max? Did you go to the theater or no?
No, HBO Max.
Yeah.
Still, I'm still gonna wait it out. I want the theatrical return to be somewhat more triumphant.
Mm-hmm.
Although we rented the theater for Godzilla vs. Kong.
Right.
And I definitely would have been okay. After seeing this, I was okay with waiting.
Yeah.
That it wasn't in theaters.
So my initial thoughts was definitely one of the better video game movies.
Yeah.
Okay. It's no Super Mario Brothers, but it's fine. It did well. If you're a fan of the game, you'll probably like it.
Yeah.
You know, there's some real nerdy things in there. I thought that you would get a kick out of. You know.
Yeah.
What stood out to you?
It stood out that it was just like, I feel like not having Johnny Cage in the first one came off as very distracting to me.
You think that was a miss? Yeah.
And I think it was a post-credit scene, but it didn't even happen post-credit, that basically said, we're going to get Johnny Cage.
Uh-huh.
And then after going through and combing YouTube after I watched this was basically positioned to be a prequel to Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Because what I missed the most, you know, and again, I also liked it. I didn't dislike it. I just the hype for me was very high, and it didn't fully live up to that hype. But what I was missing was an actual tournament. I wanted a tournament.
Well, they kept talking about a tournament. I thought I thought that was going to be the last act of the film, is the tournament.
Built to the tournament.
But then no tournament.
No, there was no
So
tournament.
I was a little confused at the end when it just kind of ended.
Yeah, because it's just like...
Look, we're all spoilers here. It doesn't matter. We're just going to reveal everything.
Yeah.
You know, I think the first 7 minutes of the movie that they released on YouTube, great setup, way interesting.
Oh, yeah, that was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, we see the origin of Scorpion.
Yeah.
Great setup, awesome. Everything's great. The action is great. The sets are great. And then that happens, and then we cut away to this brand new character, who Cole, who's an MMA fighter, and we're with him the rest of the movie. And I was just kind of like, well, what about Scorpion? That was a cool setup. So I thought that this was going to be Scorpion's progeny.
Right.
Right? I thought that's what they were getting at.
That's what it felt like they were trying to do, but he was definitely the reluctant hero. Like, he felt like he didn't want to be a part of it.
Sure.
And they even kind of set him up that he wasn't... I think it was confusing to me that when he was in MMA, he wasn't that good of a fighter. Like, they basically showed him, like, tapping out, and they were basically showing him as, like, an underpaid fighter, underutilized journeyman, kind of throwing him in there. And I was just like, this was... supposed to be the hero.
This is who you're sending to Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
To defend us from Outworld?
Yeah.
Outworld?
Yeah, and he tapped out. Like, he tapped out in the very beginning, and I thought that was... I would have appreciated it more, because obviously they did lead up to that he is the bloodline of Scorpion.
But then everyone gets their powers in a strange way, which is too complicated to explain.
Yeah.
But then he gets this weird skin suit, gold skin suit. I don't know what it was. I thought he was going to get a scorpion hood.
Yeah, I thought he would have been doing something similar.
You know, what really stood out to me, there's one point, because he just feels like the weakest part of the movie, honestly.
Yeah.
There's a scene where him and Sonya Blade and Kano are in the desert, and they're trying to find Raiden's temple and all that. And you see them walk in, do that long desert walk, long shot.
Right.
And you've got Kano's in all his gear, and Sonya Blade is in her gear, and Cole is just in jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what?
Yeah.
He's got no personality. He's just a guy.
Yeah, he's very generic. And from what I read, the studio notes was just like, this character has to exist.
Yeah.
So, and all the actors signed multi-contracts, multi-movie contracts.
Sure.
So they were setting up for it. But yeah, I agree. It's like he could have done... It's like, if this is going to be the hero, it's just like he didn't really show any of those hero tendencies that you expected. And look, I know if you want to break trope or whatever, but it's just like that. Like you said, he felt out of place. Just like, this could have been a movie where it's just like he was playing, this was Tron, and he was playing Mortal Kombat, and he got sucked into the video game.
Sure.
And he's like, I'm not even supposed to be here, like on Clerks, because I just felt that the whole time. He tapped out. That still bugs me. The way he got his powers. He just, he was a great dad, and he was a great, like he was proving himself to be, look, I'm going to try to be a better father, better husband. I'm going to save, but then like, what?
Yeah,
It felt all
I think
unnecessary.
I could be wrong, but I heard these are like first time directors, first time writers. Congrats to them on landing the gig, but
Yeah.
I just think it came off a little amateurish. The way certain things were handled were a little too cookie cutter, as if you're trying to dress down this concept for someone to easily consume.
Yeah.
It's a video game. Just go all in. You don't need to explain. People can just have powers. You don't have to tell us why.
Yeah, how they got just like it has begun. What begun? I don't know, but it started, so you better be ready.
Mortal Kombat with a K. Keep up. So it's like it just seemed I don't know. It was fine. I'm sure they'll do another one since they've got.
And I'll watch the second one.
I'll watch
it. Like this was enough that I was just like, okay, where are you going with this? But it's just. This could have been. You know
what? I was watching some clips of the original Mortal Kombat, and I was surprised to find those are actually better fight scenes.
Oh, yeah.
From the first Mortal Kombat. Obviously they have CGI and sets on this one, but on the original Mortal Kombat, they've got really long takes of people doing actual, choreographed stuff.
It is Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and it just looks way better. The fighting itself looks way better.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, and you had the song, the iconic song.
Yeah.
I guess they kind of gave it a little bit of homage in the beginning.
You get it at the end.
Like the piano version of it, but it's just... And I think the casting was fine. Like, I didn't have any issues with who they chose to be each character.
I mean, Kano's great.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Just make Kano 2, I think. I'd rather see that.
Yeah, that would be good. In Scorpion, Sub-Zero, they basically made them like...
And that's another movie. You can make the Scorpion Sub-Zero movie too.
You could.
So do that.
You can do a lot of spin-offs, right? Yeah, because that it was smart of them to release that first 7 minutes because that opening scene was powerful.
Yeah.
Basically you showed the origin of Get Over Here.
Yeah.
Right? So,
little swerve though, because then the movie takes a drastic turn and starts following Cole. But anyway, like I wasn't disappointed. I think if I'd seen it in a theater, I might be disappointed. That's maybe the up and down of this whole same day release thing that's going to happen now,
Yeah. You're just out the money that you were paying anyway for your subscription.
Yeah.
Unless you do like the Disney Premium, that's going to be separate cash.
Yeah.
Out, so you're going to feel.
And they did. I mean, I did watch it twice. I watched it again to make sure I didn't like it better. It's like, let me give it another chance. But it was just okay. Mortal. Okay. Mortal.
Did you feel like, I don't know, one other thing that kind of like I wasn't sure about was like Sonya. Like she was a badass and she was in on it, but like she wasn't, they almost like discount her just like you're not chosen. Like she had to literally take it. I wonder.
Yeah, well, the whole thing doesn't make any sense. Why that these birthmarks jump from one person to another?
Yeah, because Kano got it after he like slit someone's throat, right?
Yeah,
that's what they were saying.
Which that whole system of Mortal Kombat doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Wouldn't we just want to send the best guys?
Yeah, I was just like, and like you said, I would totally be okay that, especially like this, our cinematic universe accepts multiverses, right?
Yeah.
So literally just like you sucked people from multiple universes, they all end up on Game of Death Island and let Mortal Kombat begin.
And just fight.
Yeah. And
that's what the game was, fighting. There wasn't like an hour and a half of them, having a dialogue about whether or not they're going to be good enough to fight in this tournament.
No, they were just fight.
And how they need to train. Just get to the fight. Is there, like a good tournament movie? You ever seen a good tournament movie? Like something like, Master of the Flying Guillotine or something?
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like you have a fight, Bloodsport is another one, right?
Yeah,
so you have like you have the introduction to the whole concept. You have you meet the baddie. You have a fight here, a fight there. Have a little bit. Okay, go home for the night. Break in between the fights. Just that's what I want to see. Mortal Kombat. I want Mortal Kombat to be Bloodsport as Mortal Kombat as a film.
Yeah.
If that makes, I know that makes total sense.
No, it does. It's just in another unit. And look, it's right in the video game and it's in the song.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah.
It's not talk. It's fight.
It's just like that whole, there was a couple of things that I thought were, I don't know. I thought they were funny when I heard what they were, but in the moment I thought they were stupid.
Yeah.
Like when Liu Kang keeps sweeping Kano over and over.
Oh yeah.
So that's sort of like supposed to be a reference to like when you're playing the game and someone
spamming.
Someone keeps doing that. And I guess that's kind of cute, but I'd rather have just seen a cool fight scene.
Yeah, I feel like they could have did that and actually had the actual whole fights in there.
Yeah.
Like basically a button spammer, right? Just like, I'm just going to keep sweeping your leg.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
I
that's
like
just my
that.
opinion.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't love
No.
it. And I'll watch it again and give them a chance that hopefully they raise their game up.
Yeah, and next time they need to add that little whoop-dee guy.
Yes.
I want to see that.